na Grace Osebru Anonyeli, Eden God's next tip Boronine, Others in God's one forgive Jesus.
So guys, like, subscribe my show, right? Thank you.
Nedu Odibo Waniko Sebru. Ekene Maria, Egypt na Gracia, Osebru Anonyeli, Eden God's next tip Boronine, Others in God's one forgive Jesus.
Maria da son nke Chukwu rebara ndinda yo kita na manowai amen.
Okwe melaru
Owebielani
Ekene Maria Egypt na Gracia Osebru Anonyeli Eden God's next Boronine Others in God's one forgive Jesus.
Maria da son nke Chukwu rebara ndinda yo kita na manowai amen.
Yabala anya yo onne nke Chukwu jaso ayiyo anyị na-arịọ gị o Chukwu kerenye Grace anyị n'ime obi anyị ka anyị bụ ndị nje butere ozi ọma wee mara iwere arụ Kristi nwanyị site n'afọ ya na obi ya wee bata n'osite na mbilite n'ọnwụ ya site na Kristi dị mere anyị amen. Otito dịrị Nna na Nwa na Mmụọ Nsọ. Otito dịrị Nna na Nwa na Mmụọ Nsọ. Otito dịrị Nna na Nwa na Mmụọ Nsọ. Ka mkpụrụ obi ndị niile kwerenụ gara aga mkpụrụ obi fazuru ike na ndokwa.
Amen.
Onye nwe anyị nọnyere ụnụ ka Chineke ji ike niile gọzie ụnụ Nna na Nwa na Mmụọ Nsọ.
Amen.
Ebona FM, 24 hours of informative, educative, and entertainment programs. Can't stop, won't stop. On Ebona 103.5 FM. Listen to news updates on Ebona 103.5 FM immediately after Angelus 6 o'clock a.m. and 6 o'clock p.m. weekdays. Stay tuned to be updated, to be informed. News updates, live reports. Ebona FM breaks the news with actualities.
I believe that if we are hoping for a new Nigeria,
You can as well listen online via mixlr.com/gistfm.
Good morning and welcome to Ebona, the 103.5 FM news update. Today, Thursday, the 31st day of August 2023, and the time is 4 minutes past the hour of 6. Martin Epan Chukwekeze is my name. The headlines. Newborn rescued from pit toilet after 3 days in Anambra. One feared death as masquerade worshippers clash in Enugu. Lakdo Dam. NEMA says Benue, Anambra, 9 others likely to be flooded. Abia government attributes delay of salary to ongoing verification exercise. Anambra APC demands Soludo's resignation over local government polls. General Nguema appointed as transitional president of Gabon following the coup. Now, details. Newborn rescued from pit toilet after 3 days in Anambra. A newborn has been rescued from a pit toilet in Otuosha, Anambra East local government area of Anambra State 3 days after birth. According to a report posted on Facebook page of Anambra State Ministry of Women and Social Welfare, the incident happened on Sunday. The mother of the male child, Nwoedoka Chidimma, a 20-year-old girl from Izi, Ebonyi State, was said to have deliberately carried out the act. Esther Omesi, a farmer and friend to Chidimma, alerted relevant authorities about the incident. Omesi said she was staying at Chidimma's place at the time it happened. According to her, Chidimma started acting suspiciously on Sunday after she had notified her, Omesi, that she was having stomach upset and then went to the pit to ease herself. She narrated that Chidinma took time, and when she came out, there was a dripping of blood, which made her call a nurse to inspect her and revealed that the baby was gone. Omesi said that she thought that Chidinma had a stillbirth, which is why she encouraged her to travel home to her parents and notify them of the development. Revealing further on how it happened, Omesi said that they had a baby's cry on Tuesday morning and quickly used a ladder to rescue the newborn. Reacting to the incident, the Honorable Commissioner for Women and Social Welfare, Ifeanyi Obianubu, was shocked when both the mother and the child were brought to her office. Turning to Chidinma, she said, why would you, after have you passed through pregnancy, given birth, and decided to put the baby in the toilet? Why? Since Sunday, why are you this wicked? The commissioner quickly directed that the newborn should be taken to Chukwuemeka Odumegwu Ojukwu Teaching Hospital, Amako, in Oka, for treatment, and later called for the arrest of the culprits. One feared dead as masquerade worshippers clashed in Enugu. A young man identified as Cross from Amampo, Umuezike, Aku, Iwetiti, local government area of Enugu State, has been feared dead, who sustained various degrees of gunshot injuries during the fracas. It was gathered that no fewer than 100 locals were hospitalized following the incident. The spokesperson for the Enugu State Police Command, Daniel Ndukwe, who confirmed the incident, said that one male suspect had been arrested in connection with the clash, adding that normalcy has been restored in the community. According to an eyewitness who pleaded for anonymity, the clash occurred at Eruowe, Nuako, around 4 p.m. on Monday. In his word, the fight started when Odo masquerade worshippers in their numbers accompanied one Odo masquerade called Uguishie to Eruowe, Nua, as tradition demands for final visitation before departing to the spirit world on 31st August 2023. Most people started running for their lives as the DPO got shot, and the men of Nigerian police force who were on the ground with the DPO to ensure a peaceful passage of the Odo masquerade in all the villages had to use tear gas to repel the shooters. The two police vans they came with were damaged by Nua boys who, when they were throwing stones at the police people, the source narrated. However, when newsmen visited Atta Memorial Hospital, where one of the victims was taken to Cross, was seen lying on a hospital bed with various gunshots injuries, including one that damaged his manhood while piercing through his thigh. The DPO, who was injured, said, "We only went to Aku to ensure there was peace and order as Odo masquerade and her worshippers visit different villages today. We passed through Obie village unhindered, only for Noah people to come out and start attacking us. I was injured and our vehicles damaged. Our duty is to ensure that there is peace in all communities, but the enemies of police came out to attack us," he explained. Reacting to the incident, the vice chairman of Iwetiti local government area, Honorable Jude Amanoba, condemned the attack and promised that both state and local governments would get to the root of the matter. Lagdo Dam. NEMA says Benue, Anambra, 9 others likely to be flooded. The National Emergency Management Agency says Adamawa, Wataraba, Benue, Nasarawa, Kogi, and Anambra are likely to be flooded following the release of water from the Lagdo Dam in Cameroon. Mustafa Ahmed, NEMA's Director General, who disclosed this at the National Emergency Coordination Forum meeting on Wednesday in Abuja, said others include Enugu, Edo, Delta, Rivers, and Bayelsa states. He said the states located at downstream must begin to make concerted efforts to address and mitigate the impact of the impending flooding. Mr. Ahmed said the country had commenced the release of water from the dam at the rate of 200 cubic meters per second, which is about 18 million cubic meters of water per day. He said the release may result in all frontline states experiencing flooding in subsequent days and weeks. Information available from the flow level of the River Benue at Nigeria Hydrological Service Agency gauging station at Makurdi stood at 8.97 meters as of August 25, 2023, compared to 8.80 meters as on the same date in 2022. The Director General added that all stakeholders should evacuate Nigerians from various communities to safer destinations to mitigate possible flood disasters this year. He, however, called on Nigerians to remain calm as the agency will continue to work with other government partners to provide succor, including food and non-food items to affected people in the internally displaced persons camps and host communities. Abia government attributes delay of salary to ongoing verification exercise. Following Tuesday's protest by some civil servants over the non-payment of their salaries, the Abia State Accountant General, Mrs. Njum Onyemenam, has clarified that 95% of the state's workforce has received salaries. She further said 43% of pensioners in the state received half of their pensions, while 57% were paid in full. Onyemenam, who appealed to civil servants in the state to cooperate with the ongoing physical verification in the state, said the policy was designed for their own interest. We have paid over 95% of civil servants. 5% are having difficulties because of the verification and validation process. We are giving all corporations. We are sorry that some 5% left are being affected by this validation process, the Abia Accountant General said. She stated that salaries were paid to civil servants on August 28 in line with the promises of Governor Alex Oti. She advised workers not to evade the ongoing verification exercise as anyone not captured in the exercise will not receive a salary. Onyemenam, who affirmed that the pension for the month would be paid at the latest on August 31st, said the first payment was for transportation, while the state government has promised to take care of the rest. Newsmen recalled that civil servants stormed the premises of the Accountant General's office on Tuesday morning over the non-payment of their salaries. Anambra APC demands Soludo's resignation over local government polls. The All Progressive Congress in Anambra State has asked the state governor, Professor Chukwuma Soludo, to resign following his inability to conduct elections in the 21 local government areas in the state over a year since he assumed office. In consequence, the party said the federal government should appoint a caretaker governor to run the affairs of the state. He stated this in a statement signed by the state publicity secretary, Okelo Marikefe, on Wednesday. Both APC and the ruling All Progressive Grand Alliance in Anambra have been tackling each other over the non-conduct of local government elections in the state since 2000. State chairman of APGA, Mr. Ifatu Obiokoye, had in an interview recently cited litany of litigation at the courts as the reason preventing the state from holding local government elections. On the contrary, APC promised to hold the APGA government, which seemed to have lost initiative so soon to account and are doing so. For the second time in 1 week, APGA chairman Ifatu Obiokoye has failed to mention the particular suit which he claims APC has in court and that has stopped the government controlled by his party from holding local government elections, and no one seemed to have returned him to the brass tracks. Now we move over to the foreign scene. General Nguema appointed as transitional president of Gabon following the coup. Gabon's coup leaders as Wednesday named Brice Oligui Nguema as the country's transitional president, according to a statement read on national television. General Oligui Nguema Brice was unanimously appointed chairman of the Committee for the Transition and Restoration of Institutions, president of the transition, the statement said, following a meeting of all military commanders and chief of staff. General Nguema, the former head of the most powerful security unit, the Gabonese Republican Guard, an independent military formation responsible for protecting government officials and buildings, is reportedly a cousin of deposed President Ali Bongo Ondimba. According to the statement, Nguema ordered the restoration of internet services as well as the signals of international radio and television channels in Gabon shortly after taking office. Nguema, the son of a military officer, attended the Royal Military Academy of Meknes in Morocco. He was one of Bongo's aide-de-camp before being promoted to commander in former President Omar Bongo's Republican Guard in 2009. On Saturday, authorities are reportedly ordered internet shutdown as voting ended in presidential, parliamentary, and local elections to avoid the risk of violence and the spread of disinformation. Voting ended in presidential, parliamentary, and local elections to avoid the risk of violence and the spread of disinformation. On the same day, authorities announced the suspension of French media channels France 24, RFI, and TV5 Monday broadcasting in Gabon. Meanwhile, a nightly curfew will remain in place until further notice. This is where we draw the curtain on news update on Ebon at the 103.5 FM. But before we leave, a quick look at the headlines. Newborn rescued from pit toilet after 3 days in Anambra. One feared dead as masquerade worshippers clash in Enugu. Lagdo Dam. NEMA says Benue, Anambra, 9 others likely to be flooded. Abia government attributes delay of salary to ongoing verification exercise. Anambra APC demands Soludo's resignation over local government polls. General Nguema appointed as transitional president of Gabon following the coup. You just listened to news updates on Ebona, the 103.5 FM news, produced and read by Martin Efanshuku Ekezi. Thank you for listening. Good morning.
Listen to news updates on Ebona, the 103.5 FM immediately after Angelus, 6 o'clock a.m. and 6 o'clock p.m. weekdays. Stay tuned to be updated, to be informed. News updates, live reports. Ebona FM breaks the news with actualities.
I believe that if we are hoping for a new Nigeria,
You can as well listen online via mixlr.com/GistFM. How best can we talk about the challenges we are having on our streets, our community, our society in general? Street report. If we do not address these challenges on report, it's causing social change across your streets. In your community, Street Report is here with hardcore journalism to get to the roots of our problem. Why don't you join me, Martin Efanshuku number the force every Friday, 4:30 p.m. on Ebona, the 103.5 FM as Street Reports unfolds in your face. On Martin Ebona, the corner 24/7, 24/7.
Ladies and gentlemen, tighten your seatbelt as we take you on this smooth ride. Let's go! It's the morning drive on 103.5 Ebona FM, keeping your morning engaging as we take you through the smoothest ride on radio.
From 7 a.m. to 9:30 a.m.
Getting your morning inspired, be informed, let's interact only on the morning drive.
Make it a date with Martin Efanshuku, aka Meta.
And Christy Epi Emenari, aka Classy.
From Monday to Friday, from 7 a.m. to 9:30 a.m.
on the morning drive.
So thank you so much. Like, subscribe, and share. Right?